My head's spinning around, I can't see anymore. My head's spinning around, I can't see anymore.
Right, so finally found some of the stuff which I wanted to actually get for the Phaeton. Here it is. I know it's a lot, but hey, we have the corporate side, we have the more casual side. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get all this in there. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. Help please. All right, so here is the corporate wear. As you can see, it is it's something which is not really my forte, the checker, but I thought I'll give it a shot for this time around. As you can see, something which is very important, especially when it comes to selecting the right shirt, is the length of your cuff. That's very important, so that it actually covers this area. And also from that, I use my signature Trinity knot again for this. It's something which you can use on a formal and not so formal setting as well. The cufflinks are there, and difference in the jeans as well. Well, slacks really, a bit more of a tighter one, but at the same time, even though it feels very tight, it's actually not as such. It feels very comfortable. It's and of course, I got myself my little tie pin. It's actually been a very long time since I put actually a tie pin on. So when it comes to, of course, the selection as well, something which is very important, which I think a lot of us tend to make that mistake on, is the selection of your shirt along with your tie. So always make sure that, especially if you're going to be wearing your tie, it's a bit of a darker color versus what you are wearing. And in this case, even though this does have a bit of a pattern, it's one straight line. So because of that, the contrast is such that it isn't really, it's not, how would you say it, nauseating, so to speak, or you know, where you suddenly look and you go into a trance, so to speak. So the colors again on this tie, it does complement the stripes which we have and the squares with the white as well. So yeah, so this was my pick for a more corporate attire. You know, I really feel like Bruno Mars in this one. It really does have that feel. It's a very casual setting is ideal for this. If you're looking for maybe like a Sunday afternoon out, that's sort of why I went with this one. Especially for the afternoons, even maybe for the night, it's not such a bad thing. I really like the color combination in this, the blue, white and the red. And you see that there's like a separate pattern here, and there's another one which is very distinctive to itself. And if you are a person who maybe likes to let's say explore a little bit, apart of course from the cotton pants, which actually doesn't have a zip, it actually has a whole bunch of buttons on them. Especially if you're in a hurry, I don't think that's such a great idea, but hey, depends. I think one of the things which would be really good for this as an accessory, you could actually wear a waistcoat on top and actually have a hat, so you really have the whole Bruno Mars thing going, and Converse. That's, I think, what I would think I could add a little bit more to this to change it up a bit more. And leather shoes, there's a certain mix of a shoe as well, something else which would really work for it. More of a suede touch. I think that would go really well with this kit. Alright, so this one is a bit out of my comfort zone. The floral arrangements is not something which I have ever worn before, but I have to say I really like it. Again, this would be something which maybe I could in fact wear not just slacks, but even jeans I think would work quite well for this one. And it is a little fascinating, the floral arrangement. It's all floral, that's there, and of course even here as well we have it right along the collar, and it feels very good, it feels very comfortable, and I think you would see me wearing this one. I actually like it, because it's just enough, it's not too much. So if ever you don't want to maybe expose here, you can always just fold it up accordingly, and then it'll just be the purple. So this is what I think about this one, and I really like it. And overall, of course, the buttons, great black with the dark purple, works fantastic. This would be ideal for evenings because it's a dark color. And yeah, so if you're maybe going to do this with jeans, even still, I would say that you'd go with leather shoes, just like the grey slacks which I wore now. Again, black shoes is what I'm going to go with this one for. I don't think the brown would be such a great combination, but hey. So this one, I'm not really too sure why I chose it, but I think it was actually for the fact of the colors. I really like the colors in this t-shirt. Again, something which you can wear probably if you're going to be going out, maybe shopping itself. Something which is it's extremely comfortable. Maybe even a time at the beach or some time when you're going to be spending with your friends. It's ideal for casual time in itself. And of course, not a very big fan of this sort of what's normally known as the rave sunglasses, but I think in this time around with this kit I managed to pull it off. Again, it's not something which I fancy too much. Again, when it comes to the jeans, a bit on the tighter side. I think it's because I got the wrong measurement there. But overall, I actually really like this kit. And again, this t-shirt, it's something, not something which again is within my comfort zone, but it's something which I think now I would certainly get used to. Alright, so this is the last one. Found some official merchandise here at the factory outlet. Yes, Sri Lanka didn't make it past the quarterfinals, but in the Lankan spirit, so I'll still wear this. And of course, the entire team has always had our support, and that is from Out and About as well. Now, I was going to dance, but there's no music. I feel very weird right now, so I'm not. So, no, I'm not going to dance. See you later. So joining us on the Out and About Fashion 101 segment, it is Mr. Shahid, who is the General Manager of the factory outlet. Welcome, sir, to the show.
Hi, Chase.
How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right, and also thank you for giving us the opportunity to also try out some of the ranges of clothing which you have here. And speaking of which, could you just tell us a little bit about the factory outlet?
Chase, it's like this. Now we are already completing our 4th year. It's our 4th anniversary, and this is the 3rd branch we have opened up in Sri Lanka. It's Pellawatta. So we have a huge varieties in all kind of products, men's, ladies, and kids. And kids love to be here, and especially the Pellawatta branch is located in an area where a lot of people can walk in. It's just opposite the Srupaya. And let me just introduce Mr. Fawmi, who is the manager of Pellawatta, and he will explain a little bit about the Pellawatta branch.
Yes, please. Hi.
This is our 3rd branch, and completed in the 1 year for March 23rd. It's been tomorrow. That's more.
It's our anniversary, 1st anniversary for Pellawatta.
Okay, and the Pellawatta branch being just only a year old, how has it fared versus the other branches?
It has been doing good. I mean, see, everything has its own time to take place properly, but it's the 1st year. But when we see the growth pattern financially, it is growing up very fast, and we see a huge customer base here. So that's about the Pellawatta branch. Also, we have another branch in Mount Lavinia, which is also awesome. It started, I think, it's also completed its 1st year in 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. So we are heading out with 3 branch. Right now we have 3 branch, and we have more plans to open up new branch in Kandy, Vattala and Nugegoda. So let's hope for the best. You know, all depends on how the economics and the politics of the country moves on.
Of course.
Okay, and also just, you mentioned that the Pellawatta branch itself is a bit, you know, a little bit special compared to the other branches because of the customers around. So just tell us a little bit about.
Yes, I mean here mainly we focus on a certain customer who are like, you know, the 80% of the crowd, which I'm referring to Sinhala Buddhist crowd. Okay, Pellawatta is mainly dominated with different westernized pattern, you know, customers who has a different kind of taste, more like, you know, a kind of western outfit. And when you take our Pellawatta branch, we have most of these outfits from India, and those are catering those kind of segment customers.
Okay, and now focusing on a customer, so, and I think Shay asked the same thing, but just the reaction. It's been about a year since you've opened this branch.
Exactly.
So how has the overall sales been? I mean,
it is quite wonderful, and it is also surprising because one thing, we are very customer friendly. Our customer policies are really good, and we see there is a lot of walk-in customer and repeated customers there, because see, end of the day, all this business is how you win the customers, and we see there are a lot of repeated customers are walking in and growing. So that's about Palo Alto branch.
Just to add to it, the kids section. Now that's something which I think a lot of us noticed was the wide variety which you have available at the factory outlet. So I think, like in general, unless of course it is a kid-specific retail, you don't normally find this much.
Yeah, no, actually what happens when you take kids, okay, the variety of garments availability is really high, and when you take kids, I mean, they are not limited. When you take kids, it's girls and boys, and when you say colors and combination, you find so much and so many varieties. That's the reason we have, and you know, everybody likes to have a different attire for their kids. That's the only reason. Otherwise, we are focusing equally on all the segments, like ladies, men's and kids.
All right, and also that's the other thing, your variety. Now that is something which I think stood out quite a lot, is the amount of variety which you have of course, in the men's and the women's sections as well.
Yes, apart from that, I forgot to mention that the accessories and other homely items are also there. Chase, end of the day, customer wants every day something new, and we are into a fashion industry, and it would not be right if we do not have many varieties. Then we won't have much of the customer. One of the great deal of the TFO, every week, every month, you will find new clothes, new accessories, new varieties, you know, you name it, it's there. Just you know, 3 young company TFO, but as you compare with the market leaders, we are happy the way growths are taking place.
Superb.
and comparatively, it's been a short journey, but you've come a long way for the past 3 years. So, any future plans on those lines?
Definitely, we don't have, but we are focusing. We'll see, because our focus is there. But then again, it all depends on how things take up politically and economically, as I told earlier. So, you know, let's hope for the best.
Alright, so thank you so much, Mr. Shahid, for joining us on Out and About, and also letting us check out the wide range of garments which you have here. Thank you so much once again.
Thanks,
and thank you also to your staff.
And that brings our very exciting shopping spree to an end. But I think Chase got a little bit too carried away, because he ended up with 7 outfits. I managed to very economically cut it down to just the precise 3 that I wanted. So Chase?
Economics. So it's that what we're now putting this down to it. You know, if you managed your time a little better, you would have actually had more, instead of procrastinating and just going around and round and round, asking everyone, "Does this look okay? Does this look okay?"
No, see, the thing is, Chase, I can make up my mind, but you had to have 7, just in case I'm not happy with one of the outfits. But I
Yeah,
really
well,
love
the modern man nowadays, of course, needs to have their wide range in their wardrobe.
Right. Right, but
So
luckily for us, there was a wide range of things to select
Exactly,
from.
there certainly was. I was very fascinated for the first time, especially the purple shirt which I was wearing.
Yeah, I like that.
The floral one.
I even liked the Bruno Mars sort
Yeah.
of thing you had going on. That was
See, you like my selections.
just 2 out of the 7, so which you failed in 5.
No, I
But
didn't.
yeah, I managed to get some really nice. I think I liked you liked that as well, right? The skirt and the party wear thing.
Yes,
I
I did.
Yeah, so they had
1 out of
everything.
3.
They had the jewelry to match, and they had the a lot of variety, skirts, jeans,
Yeah.
trousers. So
And of course, also the kids section as well. Is there's actually a vast amount of that. The
know.
accessories, as you were
So
saying,
cute.
the watches, the works. Yeah, I think she's already ready to have babies after that. So I think we've overstayed. I think we should just head out now.
I
Yeah.